Well, the Enforcement Directorate early this morning arrested Bhupendra Singh Honey, the nephew of Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi. Now, his medical examination has also been conducted at the Launder Civil Hospital. He will remain at the ED's office in Launder. This arrest, of course, has been made in an illegal sand mining case. There were raids that were conducted earlier as well, and the ED had alleged that stacks of cash were found at his residence in Mohali in Punjab. Thereafter, we have seen a political battle break out with Charanjit Singh Channi and the Congress party essentially seeing this as a politically linked arrest now, of course, as well as the fact that the ED conducted these raids at his nephew's residence. Now, the illegal sand mining mafia has been a poll issue in Punjab for a while now. There have been allegations from the Aam Aadmi Party, to be specific, that senior leadership of politicians is involved in this illegal sand mining. We have heard the Aam Aadmi Party time and again talk of the fact that the Punjab Chief Minister's family is also involved in this, and what we are seeing today, of course, is a cascading effect. We have seen the nephew of the Punjab Chief Minister being arrested by the ED. Now, he was questioned yesterday as well as on the day that these raids were conducted. Gursimran now joins me on the phone line. Gursimran, good morning. Give us more details of what you are learning. We understand that a medical examination has been conducted and all those formalities which are usually done when arrests like this happen have been concluded.
Yes, all the legal formalities have been completed and a formal arrest has taken place. Important to mention that this is a case that was registered in 2018 pertaining to the illegal mining, and he was raided a couple of weeks, one and a half week back at his residence, and now he has been arrested. He is being interrogated by the senior officials at the Enforcement Directorate office in Jalandhar. So a big important development that is taking place in the poll-bound state of Punjab with the arrest of nephew of CM Charanjit Singh Channi. We have seen that Charanjit Singh Channi has tried to hush up things by saying that this is a political vendetta, but now the ED has come up and they have arrested his nephew, Honey, and we have to see how things now pan out from here on.
All right, Gursimran, thank you for joining us with those details. We will, of course, have to wait and watch for how this essentially plays out now. There will obviously be political reactions that will continue to come through the day. Remember the day the raids were conducted at various locations, including his residence. There had been a lot of political back and forth with the Punjab Congress, of course, saying that this is politically motivated. Let me go back to Gursimran on the phone line. Gursimran, have you received any reactions yet on these raids? I know they happened just a while ago, but any preliminary reactions coming in? All right, we're going to get our correspondents back on the ground. But just to tell our viewers, here's what's happened over the past few days. There were raids that were conducted in connection with a illegal sand mining case. This was about a couple of weeks ago. And one of the places that was raided was this residence that you see on your screens right now. It is located in Mohali in Punjab. It is the residence of Charanjit Singh Channi's nephew. Now, the ED in these raids had said that they had collected cash, a large amount of unaccounted for cash, and thereafter they had been questioning Charanjit Singh Channi's nephew. Today, of course, he was placed under arrest by the Enforcement Directorate in allegations of money laundering. What we are, of course, waiting for is political reactions to come in. Last time when these raids were conducted, Charanjit Singh Channi had come out and said that he believed that these were motivated and they were politically motivated as they came close on the heels of the elections in Punjab. Gursimran is back with me on the phone line. Gursimran, any political reactions that we are getting so far to this? He was being questioned for a while now.
Yes, he has been questioned for a while, and we are told that he will be taken to Mohali by the teams of Enforcement Directorate, though there is no confirmation about the time, but the sources in the ED Jalandhar are telling us that he will be moved to Mohali, wherein he will be questioned. So most probably that those who have been arrested earlier in the case and they might be interrogated face to face. This is the probability that is coming out as of now. But yes, important development, and Congress has maintained so far that this is a political vendetta. But all other parties, they are now up in arms against the Channi, especially the involvement of his nephew in this case. So they are saying that this is a larger conspiracy backed by the CM Channi. Even we saw Aam Aadmi Party going to Punjab governor, wherein they have demanded an investigation, and the governor's office has also written to DGP Punjab, VK Bhavra, to investigate the possible angles, all possible angles in this illegal sand mining case, clearly hinting that all the political parties except the Congress, they are all going up in arms against CM Channi.
Right, so what we are also understanding with news that's just coming in is that the ED will be questioning Bhupendra Singh Hani and his two close associates over the cash that was seized. Now, we are also learning that there are shell companies which were involved in money laundering. Give us more details about that aspect, Gursimran.
See, this case pertains to illegal mining case of 2018, in which Bhupendra Singh Hani was named. This was the case which saw the opposition of CM Channi when he was the cabinet minister of the Punjab government, because there were involvement of this entire case pertains to the mine in the Malikpur area of Nawashahar district that was allotted to Kudratdeep Singh, who is a native of Ludhiana and a business partner and a close associate of CM Channi's nephew, Bhupendra Singh Hani. So this is all how things have panned out so far, that a close associate of Bhupendra Singh Hani was first named in this case. The Kudratdeep Singh of Ludhiana was named, and now the scanner is to now reaching the Hani, who is the nephew of Channi, and probably both of these will be questioned because 10 crores cash was recovered when the raids were carried out by the Enforcement Directorate.
Now, the fact of the matter is that this is something that has almost reached the Chief Minister's doorstep. We understand that his nephew is someone who looks at his political constituency as well. Okay, we are going to try and get more information on the case per se in just a bit, but for the moment, Gursimran, thank you very much for joining us.